Have you ever pondered the qualities that elevate a man to a level of profound respect and enduring attraction in the eyes of a woman? While surface-level traits such as physical appearance or social status may garner fleeting interest, the deeply rooted values and inner strength truly set a high-value man apart. Ancient philosophies, especially Stoicism, teach us that a man's external achievements merely reflect his internal discipline and self-mastery. These men possess an unshakable foundation, one built on principles that transcend momentary desires or societal expectations. A high-value man does not seek validation from others, especially not from women, nor do fleeting emotions sway him. Instead, he embodies a calm, resilient presence that emanates confidence and self-assurance. This emotional fortitude and independence make him magnetic, compelling women to be drawn to him and return time and time. In the Stoic worldview, such a man is unwavering in his purpose, grounded in reason, and capable of maintaining tranquility regardless of external circumstances. Today, we will delve into the core attributes that define this type of man. 10 Stoic traits that make him irresistible, respected, and deeply admired by women. Once you understand and cultivate these traits, you will elevate your sense of self-worth and foster relationships rooted in genuine respect and admiration. Embrace these principles, and you will never be overlooked or undervalued again. 1. He does not crave her attention. In a world where validation is often sought externally, a high-value man understands the intrinsic power of emotional independence. Unlike those who incessantly seek attention to fill an inner void, he remains centered, drawing strength from within. His worth is not tied to the fleeting approval of others, least of all from a woman's affections. This trait, deeply rooted in Stoic philosophy, teaches that true strength comes from mastery over one's desires and emotions, not being at the mercy of another's whims. Consider 2 men. The first man constantly vies for a woman's attention, bombarding her with messages and gestures, hoping her acknowledgement will affirm his worth. However, the second man is calmly focused on his path and growth and reaches out only when it is meaningful and authentic. The second man commands tremendous respect, not because he plays games, but because his sense of self is undisturbed by the need for external validation. He engages with the world, including his relationships, from a place of abundance rather than lack. Stoicism teaches peace and tranquility are the ultimate virtues, and a man who embodies these qualities radiates confidence and self-assurance. His independence is not merely a tactic, it is the essence of his being. A man grounded in these values naturally attracts women, for he provides stability and calmness that are increasingly rare in a chaotic world. Emotional detachment, as the Stoics emphasize, is not indifference but rather a profound awareness that one's happiness is self-sustained and not dependent on the actions or affections of others. By not desperately seeking a woman's attention, a high-value man sends a clear message: he is alone. He does not need her to complete him, but he values her presence when it aligns with his purpose and mutual respect. This level of emotional maturity is a powerful attractor, demonstrating that he controls his own life. Sensing this stability and self-assurance, women are naturally drawn to men who embody such strength and inner peace. In the long run, relationships rooted in independence and shared values are more fulfilling, allowing both partners to grow as individuals while supporting one another in their unique journeys. 2. He genuinely uplifts her. In a world filled with superficial praise and empty compliments, a high-value man distinguishes himself by offering sincere and thoughtful recognition. For him, uplifting another person is not a mere act of flattery, but an acknowledgement of their inherent virtues and strengths. This principle is deeply rooted in Stoic thought, where genuine respect for others is built on recognizing their character and contributions, not just their outward appearance or fleeting accomplishments. The Stoic man understands that genuine admiration goes beyond surface-level attraction. When he offers praise, it is not simply to charm or win favor. Instead, he sees and values the qualities that truly matter: virtue, wisdom, resilience, and kindness. A high-value man knows that by uplifting a woman's inner qualities, he fosters a relationship built on mutual respect and authenticity. Compliments like "you handled that situation with remarkable grace" or "your dedication to your work is inspiring" show that he is paying attention to who she is, not just how she looks. Stoicism teaches that the virtues we cultivate within ourselves are also what we should appreciate in others. When a man uplifts a woman through genuine recognition of her strengths, he reflects the Stoic ideal of living in harmony with virtue. This kind of praise builds deeper connections because it shows that he is not merely interested in superficial traits, but in the person's moral character and contributions to the world around them. The high-value man reinforces her confidence and strengthens their bond by uplifting her meaningfully. He elevates the relationship to mutual growth and respect, where both partners are encouraged to become better versions of themselves. This, in turn, creates a lasting dynamic where admiration is based on something much more profound than mere infatuation. It is grounded in a shared appreciation for virtue and excellence. This way, a high-value man embraces the Stoic principle that relationships reflect our inner values. By focusing on lifting others through sincere and specific praise, he cultivates deeper, more meaningful connections that stand the test of time. 3. He exudes confidence and self-assurance. In Stoicism, true confidence does not stem from external validation, nor is it rooted in arrogance or boastfulness. Instead, it emerges from an intimate understanding of one's strengths and weaknesses and accepting both. A high-value man exudes this quiet self-assurance, knowing that his worth is not determined by others, but by his adherence to his principles and values. Circumstances do not quickly shake this inner calm and confidence, and women find this steadiness deeply attractive. Picture a man who enters a social setting, not seeking approval or validation from those around him, but thoroughly grounded in his sense of self. He is aware of his abilities, but does not flaunt them. His confidence is understated, born of a deep trust in his capabilities and a keen awareness of what he can control. In Stoic terms, this man understands that while he cannot control how others perceive him, he can control how he responds to the world. He acts purposefully and composed, moving through life with a sense of inner direction that sets him apart. This confidence draws women in because it signals emotional stability and resilience, essential for a healthy, balanced relationship. A self-assured man does not seek constant reassurance from others, nor do external pressures sway him. Instead, he navigates the complexities of relationships and life with a quiet strength that women find deeply reassuring. He approaches life's uncertainties with poise, knowing that his value remains unchanged by external successes or failures. Stoic philosophy emphasizes the importance of self-mastery and composure. A high-value man embodies these traits. He does not let rejection or setbacks define him. Instead, he sees them as opportunities for growth. When a woman encounters such a man, she is drawn to his confidence and the more profound qualities underpinning it: self-awareness, humility, and a calm acceptance of life's ebbs and flows. His ability to remain grounded and centered, even in the face of challenges, creates an aura of strength that others naturally gravitate toward. Ultimately, the high-value man's confidence reflects his inner harmony. He is not defined by external accolades or attention, but by his unwavering commitment to living by his values. Women are drawn to this quiet assurance because it represents a depth of character and integrity that transcends superficial charm. In the Stoic view, actual attractiveness lies not in appearances or fleeting moments of confidence, but in the enduring strength that comes from self-mastery and a life lived with purpose. 4. He treats her as an equal, not as royalty. In the philosophy of Stoicism, respect for others is a fundamental virtue, But this respect is not about placing anyone on a pedestal. A high-value man understands that treating a woman as an equal is far more meaningful and sustainable than idolizing or placing her above himself. Genuine respect comes from seeing her as a partner capable of rational thought and action, rather than as a fragile object of admiration. Stoicism teaches that all individuals possess the capacity for virtue and reason, and this understanding guides how a high-value man approaches relationships. Many men make the mistake of elevating a woman to royalty, showering her with unearned praise, or assuming she needs to be constantly protected. While these actions may appear noble, they are ultimately limiting. Like any other person, a woman seeks to be valued for her inner strengths and capabilities, not treated as a passive figure needing saving. A Stoic man sees this clearly. Genuine admiration comes not from putting her on a pedestal, but from recognizing her as an equal partner in the shared journey of life. He treated her equally, acknowledging her abilities, intellect, and strength. A high-value man does not assume she is less capable or less resilient than himself. Instead, he values her contributions to the emotional, intellectual, or practical relationship. By doing this, he fosters a dynamic of mutual respect, where both partners grow and support one another through life's challenges. Stoicism emphasizes that virtue accurately measures a person's worth, which applies equally to both men and women. Moreover, treating a woman as an equal reflects the Stoic belief in self-sufficiency and independence. A high-value man does not cling to her out of insecurity or dependency. Instead, he respects her autonomy and encourages her to pursue her path alongside his. In doing so, he avoids the toxic dynamic of neediness or worship, creating a balanced relationship where both individuals thrive. He sees her not as someone to be adored from a distance, but as a robust and capable partner with whom he can build a meaningful life. This approach aligns perfectly with Stoic ideals. Treating a woman as an equal reflects one's confidence and security. It shows that a man does not feel threatened by her independence or accomplishments, but celebrates them as part of a shared journey. In relationships rooted in equality, both partners can be themselves fully, without fear of judgment or excessive expectations. This mutual respect fosters a more profound connection, one that is based on shared values and a genuine understanding of each other's worth. Ultimately, a high-value man's decision to treat a woman as an equal, not royalty, reflects a more profound philosophical commitment to living by reason and virtue. He does not inflate her importance in his life beyond what is healthy, nor does he diminish her capabilities. Instead, he walks alongside her as a partner, grounded in the Stoic principle that all human beings are worthy of respect, regardless of gender or role. 5. He engages with her deeply by truly listening. Authentic listening has become a rare and undervalued skill in our fast-paced world. For a high-value man, however, listening is not a passive act but an intentional and mindful engagement. Stoicism teaches that wisdom and understanding come not from merely speaking but from carefully observing and absorbing the thoughts and feelings of others. To truly listen is to be present, to hear not just the words spoken but the emotions and experiences behind them. This deep level of engagement sets a high-value man apart in his relationships. A Stoic man understands that listening is a form of respect. He acknowledges their inherent worth and values their perspective by offering his full attention to the person before him. In his interactions with women, he listens not to react but to understand. He asks thoughtful questions and shows genuine curiosity about her views and experiences. This active listening fosters trust and intimacy, demonstrating that he values her for who she is, not just as a source of entertainment or affirmation. In Stoic philosophy, attention to others is seen as a moral duty. Engaging deeply with someone through active listening is a way to practice compassion and wisdom, virtues that Stoics hold in high regard. The high-value man does not dominate conversations or seek to impose his opinions. Instead, he listens patiently, absorbing her thoughts and contemplating them before responding. This creates a space where both individuals feel heard and respected, allowing for a deeper and more meaningful connection. Listening also requires humility, a critical Stoic virtue. The high-value man does not assume he knows everything or views conversations as opportunities to showcase his intellect or opinions. Instead, he approaches dialogue openly, recognizing that everyone has something valuable to contribute. By listening carefully, he learns not only about her thoughts and feelings, but also about himself. This exchange of ideas enriches the relationship, helping both partners grow through shared understanding and mutual respect. Furthermore, when a man truly listens, he demonstrates emotional intelligence, a trait that women find profoundly attractive. It shows that he is attentive, empathetic, and capable of deep emotional engagement, essential for a robust and lasting relationship. In a world where many people are distracted and disconnected, offering undivided attention is a powerful statement of presence and care. A Stoic man knows that by listening deeply, he cultivates a bond built on trust and authenticity. Ultimately, by listening with intention and thoughtfulness, a high-value man reflects the Stoic ideal of living in harmony with others. He strengthens his relationships by fostering genuine understanding, allowing himself and his partner to feel indeed seen and valued. In doing so, he exemplifies the timeless wisdom of the Stoics, that deep, attentive listening is not just a skill but a path to understanding and a cornerstone of meaningful human connection. 6. He lives with passion and purpose. A high-value man is driven by more than just a pursuit of pleasure or fleeting thrills. His life is fueled by passion and purpose, which give depth and meaning to everything he does. In Stoic philosophy, living with intention is a cornerstone of a well-lived life. This sense of purpose is not about chasing after fame or wealth, but about engaging deeply with life's opportunities and challenges. This passion for personal growth, exploration, and learning makes a high-value man irresistible, as his energy naturally draws others toward him. Stoicism teaches that a meaningful life is one where every action is aligned with our higher values. A high-value man doesn't passively float through life, nor does he shy away from new experiences or opportunities for growth. Instead, he actively seeks to expand his understanding of the world, test his limits, and challenge himself. This sense of adventure, both physical and intellectual, is attractive because it reflects a constantly evolving man who refuses to settle for mediocrity. Women and anyone seeking deep connection are drawn to this dynamism because it signals a life filled with richness and depth. But this passion is not just for external pursuits. It is also reflected in how he engages with the people around him, especially in his relationships. A high-value man approaches his partnerships with the same vigor and thoughtfulness he applies to his personal growth. He is not content with shallow interactions or superficial conversations. Instead, he seeks to build deep, meaningful connections enriched by shared experiences and mutual growth. This aligns perfectly with Stoic teachings, emphasizing that relationships are crucial to living by virtue but must be approached with integrity and sincerity. Moreover, a man with passion and purpose exudes an infectious sense of vitality. His enthusiasm for life, goals, and values inspire those around him to seek more from their own lives. His partner sees in him not just a lover or companion, but someone who invites her to explore life more fully, to take risks, and to grow alongside him. This kind of energy creates a relationship dynamic that constantly renews itself, preventing stagnation and fostering a sense of adventure and discovery. In Stoicism, there is a deep appreciation for the balance between accepting life's limitations and actively engaging with the world. A high-value man exemplifies this balance. He is aware that not everything is within his control, but he approaches each moment with the mindset that there is always something to be gained, some lesson to be learned, or some joy to be found. This zest for life, paired with the Stoic principle of rationality, ensures that he does not recklessly chase after thrills but thoughtfully chooses pursuits that align with his long-term vision of fulfillment. Ultimately, the high-value man's passion and purpose make him a magnetic presence. Women are drawn to him because of his ambitions and the depth of his engagement with life. His sense of adventure, paired with a solid moral compass, signals a man who is both exciting and dependable, someone with whom life will always be an enriching journey. By aligning with his passions, he brings meaning to his life and invites his partner to share in a life filled with growth, exploration, and purpose. 7. He is honest and transparent in his intentions. In a world where manipulation and deceit often masquerade as strength, a high-value man embraces honesty and transparency in all aspects of his life. He understands that real power comes not from playing games or keeping others guessing but from living in alignment with his values, especially regarding relationships. Stoicism teaches that truthfulness is a moral duty and a reflection of inner strength. A high-value man does not hide behind ambiguity or fear of vulnerability. He communicates openly, ensuring that his words and actions reflect his true intentions. In relationships, this honesty creates a solid foundation of trust. The Stoic man knows that trust is the bedrock of any meaningful connection and can only be cultivated through consistent truthfulness. He is clear about his desires, intentions, and boundaries, leaving no room for misunderstanding. This level of honesty doesn't mean he is harsh or indifferent. Instead, it shows that he respects himself and his partner enough to communicate directly and honestly. A high-value man does not play with emotions or create confusion. He offers clarity, knowing that it is the key to deepening mutual respect and understanding. Stoicism teaches that relationships should be built on virtue, and virtue begins with honesty. A truthful, honest man shows that he values his principles and the dignity of the person he engages with. He does not resort to flattery or false promises to gain affection. Instead, he offers his authentic self, knowing that authenticity can only achieve genuine connection. This transparency fosters a more profound sense of security, as his partner knows she can trust him to be forthright even under challenging situations. Moreover, the high-value man's commitment to honesty reflects his emotional maturity. He understands that being open and transparent about his feelings and intentions, even when uncomfortable, is necessary for a relationship to flourish. Stoic philosophy encourages self-examination, and this introspection allows him to approach conversations with self-awareness, ensuring that he is honest with himself and others. His emotional intelligence will enable him to communicate in a way that is both truthful and considerate, balancing directness with empathy. This kind of honesty also sets the tone for reciprocity in relationships. When a high-value man is transparent, he encourages the same from his partner, creating a dynamic where both individuals feel free to express themselves fully. There is no need for games or manipulation when both partners are committed to speaking the truth and living with integrity. In this environment of openness, trust flourishes, and the relationship becomes a place of mutual growth and respect. Ultimately, a high-value man's honesty is not just a strategy for successful relationships. It reflects his dedication to living virtuously. He is not swayed by societal pressures to be cunning or deceptive. Instead, he remains committed to the Stoic ideals of truth and virtue, knowing that living with integrity brings long-term fulfillment. Women are drawn to this kind of man because his honesty offers a sense of security and stability that is rare today. His transparency shows that he can be trusted with her heart and the shared journey of life. 8. He knows how to use humor to strengthen bonds. Stoicism, focusing on discipline and emotional control, may seem like something other than a philosophy that naturally emphasizes humor. Yet, The Stoics understood that joy and lightness are essential parts of a balanced life. In alignment with these Stoic principles, a high-value man knows how to use humor to create connection and harmony in his relationships. His humor is not superficial or forced. Rather, it arises from a deep understanding of life's complexities and serves as a way to bring warmth, ease, and perspective to those around him. When used wisely, humor is a powerful tool for navigating life's challenges. It can diffuse tension, strengthen bonds, and create moments of shared joy that deepen a relationship. A high-value man understands that humor is not about seeking attention or making light of serious matters. Instead, it reflects his ability to see the bigger picture, find balance even in difficult moments, and approach life with optimism and resilience. This is very much in line with Stoic thinking, which teaches that external circumstances should not overly weigh us down, but should instead cultivate a calm and composed mindset that allows us to find joy even amid hardship. In relationships, humor creates an environment of ease and openness. A high-value man's ability to make his partner laugh signals emotional intelligence and confidence. He knows when to lighten the mood, when to share a joke, and when to enjoy the moment simply. His humor is never at the expense of others, nor does he use it to avoid difficult conversations. Instead, it reflects his balanced character, a reminder that, even in the seriousness of life, there is always room for light and joy. This kind of humor, deeply rooted in empathy and understanding, makes him approachable and strengthens his bond with his partner. Stoicism teaches that we should not be overly attached to outcomes or excessively severe about our egos. A high-value man embodies this teaching by not taking himself too seriously. His humor reveals a self-assurance that doesn't always rely on appearing perfect or in control. He is comfortable with life's imperfections, and his humor also invites others to embrace those imperfections. This ability to laugh at oneself, at the unpredictability of life, reflects a more profound wisdom that women find magnetic because it shows he is both solid and flexible, able to face life's ups and downs with grace. Furthermore, humor fosters intimacy. Shared laughter creates a bond that is difficult to replicate through any other means. A high-value man knows that engaging his partner through lightheartedness opens the door to a deeper emotional connection. He offers a moment of joy and a reminder that their relationship is a place of safety and comfort where they can be fully themselves. Stoicism teaches the importance of meaningful relationships, and humor is one way to cultivate those relationships, turning everyday moments into shared memories that strengthen the partnership. Ultimately, a high-value man's humor is more than just wit or entertainment. It reflects his resilience, emotional depth, and ability to connect meaningfully. It shows that while he takes his principles and values seriously, he also recognizes the importance of joy and connection. Women are drawn to this blend of strength and lightness, seeing in him a partner who not only faces life's challenges head-on, but does so with a smile and a readiness to find joy along the way. 9. He takes the lead with confidence and thoughtfulness. A high-value man understands leadership is not about control or dominance, but guidance and thoughtful decision-making. In Stoicism, leadership is rooted in wisdom and the ability to act by reason. A man who embodies these principles takes responsibility in his relationships, showing initiative and clarity of purpose without overshadowing his partner. His leadership comes from a place of confidence, but is also grounded in humility and respect, ensuring that both partners move forward as equals. To lead effectively in a relationship means to step forward with a clear vision and the courage to make decisions that benefit the whole. A high-value man does not shy away from taking charge when necessary, but also understands the importance of collaboration. He listens to his partner's needs and perspectives, ensuring his decisions are informed and considerate. Stoicism teaches that the best leaders lead by example, demonstrating the virtues they wish to cultivate in others through their actions. A Stoic man leads with integrity, showing that his decisions are not driven by ego or impulsiveness, but by careful thought and a commitment to doing what is right. This type of leadership creates a sense of stability and security in relationships. A high-value man's ability to take initiative shows that he is not passive or indecisive but proactive in shaping his life and relationship. This trait is desirable because it signals reliability and foresight, essential for building a lasting partnership. However, his leadership is not rigid or controlling. He understands that a true partnership is built on mutual respect, where both individuals contribute equally to the direction of the relationship. His leadership style invites collaboration, allowing his partner to feel empowered rather than overshadowed. Stoicism teaches that leaders must remain calm and composed, especially in times of uncertainty. A high-value man embodies this calmness, guiding the relationship through difficult moments with patience and resilience. He does not allow stress or fear to cloud his judgment but approaches challenges with a clear mind and a steady hand. This emotional stability is crucial in fostering trust and confidence in his partner, who knows he will remain steadfast despite adversity. His leadership, therefore, becomes a source of strength for himself and the relationship as a whole. Leadership in a Stoic sense also means being open to growth and change. A high-value man is fearless in taking risks or embracing new opportunities, whether in his personal life or relationship. He leads by example, showing that life is a constant learning and adaptation journey. His willingness to step into the unknown with courage and curiosity encourages his partner to do the same, creating a dynamic where both individuals grow together. This kind of leadership is not about dictating a path but about walking alongside his partner, offering guidance and support as they navigate life's complexities together. Ultimately, a high-value man's leadership is defined by his balance of strength and humility. He confidently leads but also knows when to step back and allow his partner to lead. He understands that a healthy relationship is a partnership where individuals guide each other through life's challenges. His leadership is a reflection of his inner strength, his clarity of purpose, and his commitment to building a relationship that is grounded in mutual respect and shared growth. Women are drawn to this kind of leadership because it offers a sense of security, trust, and balance, a foundation upon which a deep, lasting connection can be built. 10. He maintains his independence and composure. A high-value man understands that his sense of self-worth is not dependent on the approval or affection of others. In a relationship, he values connection and intimacy but does not allow his emotional equilibrium to be shaken by the fear of losing someone. This balance between attachment and independence is a hallmark of Stoic philosophy, where true strength comes from within and external events, such as a relationship's outcome, are viewed as beyond one's control. A Stoic man maintains his inner calm and composure, knowing his happiness is rooted in his actions, virtues, and character. In relationships, this trait manifests as emotional stability. A high-value man does not panic when challenges arise or when distance begins to grow. He does not cling out of desperation or insecurity. Instead, he understands that the foundation of any strong relationship is built on mutual respect, and that respect is best cultivated when both individuals retain their independence. This self-assuredness is attractive because it reflects a more profound sense of self-awareness. Women are drawn to men who are not overly dependent on them for validation, but who value themselves and the relationship for what it genuinely brings. Stoicism teaches that we cannot control how others feel or act, but we can control how we respond. A high-value man embodies this principle by maintaining his composure in times of uncertainty. He does not let fear of rejection or loss dictate his behavior, nor does he become overly attached to outcomes that are beyond his control. Instead, he remains grounded in the present moment, focused on what he can do to grow, support his partner, and nurture the relationship. This calm detachment is not cold or indifferent, but reflects a mature understanding that love is most genuine when not based on neediness or fear. This independence also allows a high-value man to maintain a rich and fulfilling life outside his relationship. He pursues his passions, goals, and personal growth, understanding that his life is not defined solely by his romantic connection. By maintaining his interests and pursuits, he ensures that the relationship complements his life, not the entirety. This creates a dynamic of mutual admiration, where both partners are encouraged to pursue their paths, knowing that their individual growth strengthens their connection. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of balance in all aspects of life and relationships. This balance is achieved through emotional detachment, not in the sense of being disconnected, but in understanding that true love cannot flourish when one partner is overly dependent on the other. A high-value man exemplifies this balance by giving space for connection and independence, allowing his relationship to thrive on mutual respect and emotional freedom. Moreover, by maintaining his composure, a high-value man also helps to stabilize the relationship. He is not prone to emotional outbursts or jealousy because he trusts himself and his partner. He approaches challenges with patience and clarity, avoiding impulsive reactions that could damage the relationship. His emotional resilience offers a sense of security, showing that he is a reliable and steady presence even during difficult times. This level of calm and self-assurance creates a space where both partners can feel safe and supported. Ultimately, a high-value man's ability to maintain his independence and composure makes him a strong partner and an attractive individual. His confidence does not waver in adversity, and his sense of self is not contingent upon the relationship's success. He understands that love is best nurtured when free from desperation and fear, and he remains committed to cultivating a relationship grounded in mutual respect, emotional stability, and individual growth. Women are drawn to this independence and calmness because it signals strength, wisdom, and a deep capacity for lasting connection. Conclusion. In the journey toward becoming a high-value man, we must recognize that the qualities we've explored are about attracting others and cultivating a life of inner strength, purpose, and wisdom. Stoicism teaches us that actual value lies in our ability to master our emotions, live in harmony with virtue, and remain steadfast in facing life's challenges. These traits, the confidence that comes from self-awareness, the honesty that fosters trust, or the independence that nurtures respect, reflect a commitment to personal growth and a deeper understanding of oneself and the world. Remember that becoming a high-value man is not a destination but a continuous process of self-improvement. The lessons of Stoicism provide a timeless framework for this journey, guiding us toward a life of fulfillment, meaningful relationships, and enduring strength. By focusing on cultivating these traits, you will not only elevate your relationships but also enrich your own life, becoming someone who leads with integrity, compassion, and purpose. Women are drawn to men who embody these principles because they signify stability, wisdom, and a deep capacity for connection. If you found value in these insights and are committed to your journey of self-development, consider subscribing to this channel. By subscribing, you'll join a community dedicated to exploring Stoicism, ancient philosophy, and the art of personal growth. Together, we'll continue to delve deeper into these timeless teachings and apply them to modern life, helping you become the best version of yourself. Hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications to stay connected to more content that will inspire and guide you toward becoming a high-value man. And remember, each step you take toward self-mastery is a step toward living a life of purpose and authenticity.